Discovery number 8. An experiment. The first thing Breckan saw when he woke up was Zoot's face, hovering over him. "Oh!" said Zoot, as Breckan jolted awake. "I didn't mean to startle you." "It's not your fault," said Breckan, frowning. "I had this dream." He trailed off, not really wanting to share it. "Ah, I see. I didn't sleep well either." There was an uncomfortable silence between them, quickly broken by the opening of a door. Brecken's mom stood in the doorway, stilettos and all. "Ah, I see you two boys have gathered together already. Good thinking. Saves time." Breckan felt in the deepest pit of his stomach that he would rather waste as much of his mother's time as possible. But he said nothing. "Well, come on then. Don't just stand there. We have a big day ahead of us. Follow me." She spun on her heels and marched out the door, annoyingly upbeat. Breckan frowned, and Zoot gave him a bracing smile, though it looked more like a grimace. Then they both followed her into the hallway. She stopped in front of another metal door, behind which lay Rizzo's room. She took the boy by the hand, and they continued, all the way till the end of the hallway, and then through the heavy orange door, down a flight of steps, through another door, into a laboratory. The guard was there, as was Brecken's father. He swallowed. He hadn't seen his father's face, except for in dreams, since before everything went south. His father looked unlike himself, but not in the way Breckan had expected. He'd imagined his father like a mad scientist, a powerful, self-proclaimed god with a lab coat as his uniform. But his father seemed nervous, a jittering, sweating pushover, dressed in a coat whose buttons were hanging by a thread. Breckan wasn't sure whether this should put him at ease or make him more afraid. His mother guided Rizzo and Zoot to two opposite chairs. His father whispered to his mother, though it was loud enough that everyone could hear. "Are you sure we are ready for this, my dear? Wouldn't it be wiser to do another test with the rats first?" He pointed to a cage, in which a mouse and a rat could be seen. Breckan shot Zoot a look. "Mo." Zoot's eyes were big, but he retained his composure. Breckan sighed. So far, so good. "Damn you and your rats. We've waited long enough." "But, darling, I'm not sure it's safe." "It's safe when I say it's safe." "Yes, dear." His mother turned to Breckan as his father began putting strange helmets on Zoot and Rizzo's heads. "What we are doing here is very important, Petal. You must understand."
"Then what is it you're doing here?"
spat Breckan.
"Why, we are trying to achieve one of the greatest achievements of science yet. The reading of minds. The communicating through the brain alone." "I thought you were art thieves."
His mother began to laugh, a cold, haughty laugh.
"Well, we had to fund this place somehow, didn't we? And the government would not give us any money. No. They said it sounded dangerous, unfounded, and ludicrous. Those were their exact words. Ha! Can you believe it? But we'll show them, won't we, honey?"
"Yes, my darling," said his father, still fumbling with the helmets, his hands shaking.
"And then we will be revered by everyone. Isn't it great, Petal? Just think of the endless possibilities."
Breckan thought, and the images of mind control and thought police flashed through his head. He'd had enough English classes to know the possible and dire consequences of such things.
So, do you now understand? His mother continued. Why sacrifices have to be made? Why this is so important?
Breckan remained silent.
You'll get there, she said. This is a lot to take in, I'm sure. But I would like to ask you to do the honors. Boys, think your thoughts towards each other.
She gestured towards a lever which was now tilted towards a side marked off. No, thank you, said Breckan. I'm not interested.
Fine, said his mother with a tight-lipped smile. Then I'll just do it myself.
She pulled the lever, and a crackling electrical currency began to flow through the machine into the helmet. Zoot and Rizzo screamed, an ear-splitting sound that went up and up. Then there was silence. Breckan stared, watching the electric sparks die down as his father turned off the machine. He stared at Zoot's limp body and felt a panic shoot through him like he'd never felt before. He couldn't even scream, let alone speak. Everything was lost. Then Rizzo stirred. He examined his hands, his arms. He frowned. "This isn't me," he said. "Wow, my voice. I sound so different." Then Rizzo looked up and saw Zoot's still figure. He screamed. "Ah! Ah! My body! Oh, why am I dead?" His breath came in rapid bursts. Still, he found the words to say. "Also, I am way too skinny. You really should start feeding me more. Though I guess it doesn't matter any more." Breckan's mother cut through Zoot/Rizzo's words, her voice seemingly without emotion, though Breckan sensed anger underneath.
It seems the boys have switched. You are Zoot, are you not?
Zoot in Rizzo's body nodded.
Then you must be Rizzo.
She walked over to Zoot's body and raised her hand as though she was about to strike him. Breckan's father flinched. Breckan, the first wave of panic having subsided, managed to speak out. "Don't hit him." The look she gave Breckan was steely, but she lowered her hand nonetheless. She grabbed Zoot by the upper arm and gave him a shake. Zoot remained still.
Strange, she said.
Then she turned to Breckan's father.
Put them back.
I'm not sure I can, said he.
Put them back.
Yes, darling. He cowered. Then he put the machine back on. After Zoot and Rizzo's bodies, screams had died down along with the electrical current. Both Rizzo and Zoot looked to be unconscious. "Zoot!" shouted Breckan and rushed over to his chair. The guards stepped behind him, but made no further move. "Tase him!" demanded Breckan's mother, finally visibly losing her composure. "No," said the guard, and remained still.
No?
Breckan had never seen his mother look so outraged. Luckily, he had never seen her look so surprised either, which bought him some time. He put his hand on Zoot's chest and felt it rise and fall slowly. Thank God he was alive. Meanwhile, his mother spun on his father.
Grab him! Grab them!
His father said nothing, yet he did nothing either. Breckan shook Zoot gently. Slowly, as if awakening from a deep sleep, Zoot opened his eyes. "Hey," said Breckan softly. "How are you feeling?" Zoot remained silent, his eyes staring at nothing. Z- Zoot? Still nothing. Then something inside Breckan shattered, and everything, all the tension, hurt, misery that had been building up these past few weeks, came spilling out. He turned to his mother. "You broke him," he said, his voice cracking with venom and emotion. "You broke my friend, and you don't even care. You care about nothing that matters. You said I'd understand, and I think I do. I understand that you'll do anything to get what you want, and hurt, and maim, and kill anything or anyone that stands in your way. And I understand. Oh, yes, I understand all too well how that will never work, and how I'll never forgive you for it, let alone help you with it." His mother just stood there, trembling, with rage, Breckan assumed. Then she spoke. "You insolent little—" "Take him upstairs," Breckan said to the guard, as though she wasn't there. Said the guard. "Please," said Breckan, "take Zoot to my room." "You will do no such thing," shouted Breckan's mother. "You don't want your precious test subject to die, now do you?" Breckan spat. He didn't care what he said to her anymore. If she hated him, fine. All that mattered now was to get Zoot out of here. His mother pursed her lips, but she didn't argue. "That's what I thought," he said nastily. Then kinder. "Take him upstairs." Slowly the guard moved to Zoot and lifted him up in his arms. Zoot let himself be carried like a doll, seemingly unaware he was being moved. Then they, Breckan, Zoot, and the guard, exited the laboratory and went back upstairs to Breckan's room. No one stopped them.